Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Africa Weekly News with Joseph Sakala. Starting with Kenya, as the United Kingdom people prepares to mark the 70th year of their Queen Elizabeth's ascendance to the throne, the hotel where she spent the last night as a princess in Kenya has been shut down. The Treetops Hotel is located in the National Park of Kenya. The tour guide said that the historical hotel came under pressure because of the pandemic, the coronavirus.
After COVID-19, it made us to close most of the business, and most of our staff, they lost their job. The guests that used to come here were very few, and so they could not sustain the cost of the lodge. So the directors decided to close down the hotel. So we would urge the government to reconsider all historical sites.
It was during a stay there in February 1962 that the then princess received the news of the death of her father, King George VI, began her reign as queen. Other Kenyans are very happy and excited that finally colonial institutes and buildings are being closed down, and others are saying if possible they need to be demolished because they remind them of what their forefathers, their ancestors went through the hands of the British during those times of colonialism. At least 26 people, they were electrocuted and died in DRC Congo capital, Kinshasa, after a high voltage cable snapped and fell into a drainage ditch. The incident occurred in a popular marketing place. Most of the people who died were marketeers and customers. This witness describes what she saw.
When the rain started, the thunderstorm suddenly hit the electricity cable pole. When the cable gave way in its fall, the cable started to hit the people around, and as there was water on the ground, many people started to collapse successively.
Many traders also blamed the poorly maintained drainage system. Last month, the Congolese president, Mr. Felix Tshisekedi, announced a relocation of the market due to the dangers posed by its location. Residents of Guinea-Bissau have been reacting with shock after hearing of President Umaro Sissoko's survival of a gun attack in what has been described as an attempted coup. Heavily armed men surrounded the government building on Tuesday in the capital Bissau, where the president and his prime minister were believed to be attending a meeting. The eyewitness describes the scenes.
Yesterday I ran away when I heard gunshots. I really ran for a long time. Young people have to stop doing this kind of thing, and I want it to stop once and for all.
Youths are so concerned about the economic state of the country because of its instability.
To mention the other consequences, I am afraid that our studies will be interrupted, which will make us lose a lot of time, and it will get complicated.
The president came out and addressed the nation that he was okay and unarmed during a 6-hour gunfight with gunmen trying to attempt a coup. Thousands of houses were left without power on Wednesday in Mauritius, as the powerful cyclone winds battered the Indian Ocean island nation. At least 7,500 houses will be without power after the wind knocked down trees and cut off the power lines in the country. This is according to the local electricity board. The tropical cyclone passed about 130 kilometers of the holiday paradise, bringing down heavy downpours and wind, about 120 kilometers per hour, with the peak of about 155 kilometers, recorded in the capital, Port Louis. Life was brought to a standstill, with public transport cancelled, shops and banks shut, and travel halted. Tropical Storm Anna claimed about 86 people's lives in Madagascar, Mozambique, and Malawi. The Senegalese army updated a tally on Monday after clashes at the border with the Gambia. The terrorist group at least killed 4 Senegalese soldiers and holding 7 Senegalese soldiers as hostages, read the statement. Last week, the Senegalese soldiers matched a fight at the border and 3 were killed and 9 missing. The authorities said the soldiers were part of a peacekeeping mission in the West African countries, ECOWAS mission in the Gambia. Comprising mainly Senegalese soldiers, the troops were deployed to the Gambia in January 2017. According to the army, the clashes took place when the Senegalese soldiers were on an operation planning to get back home. The troops faced the rebels, the Democratic Forces of Casamance, MFDC. The group is behind the breakaway conflict in Senegal, southern region, that dates back to 1982. Malians woke up on Tuesday to the news that on Monday, the French ambassador in Bamako was given 3 days to leave the country. This ultimatum has been welcomed by many people in Mali. The expulsion of the French ambassador was announced on Mali national TV. The government statement blamed the hostile and outrageous remarks which were made by the French ministers. The French authorities took heed of Mali's decision and announced on Tuesday that they will be recalling back their Mali ambassador, Mr. Joel Meyer. The Nigerian senator and former governor of Southeast Imo State, Mr. Okorocha, has declared his ambitions of running for 2023 presidential elections at an international conference center in Abuja. Mr. Okorocha said uniting Nigerians' ethnic and religion divide will be one of his paramount goals. The aspiring presidential candidate has also said that he is aiming to make education free from primary school up to secondary school. He also pledged to create an enabling economy for every Nigerian citizen. Uganda and Rwanda reopened the Gatuna border post on Monday, signaling the end of conflict between the 2 East African countries. Kigali and Kampala accuse each other of rivalry accusations of espionage and political meddling of each other's internal affairs. The 2 nations have said they'll work with each other closely in order to mend their relationship. The border before was very much paramount to export and import bulk goods in both countries. Now they are saying that since that they have started dialoguing together and talking with each other, things will be run smoothly from both sides. This is an amendment of a relationship. This has been the Saturday News with Joseph Sakala. Please be kind enough to support this channel by subscribing to the channel, hit the like button and turn on the notification. See you next time.